Your blades are sharpened with precision, flashing your favorite point of view. I know you're waiting in the distance, just like you always do, just like you always do. Already pulling me in, already under my skin, and I know exactly how this ends. I let you cut me open just to watch me bleed. Gave up who I am for who you wanted me to be. Don't know why I'm hoping for what I won't receive. Falling for the promise of the emptiness machine. Stop yelling at me.
Out of Control, the go-home show to Hardcore Mania, and the final Out of Control of Season 5. There is no episodes left after this, as we go into Hardcore Mania. We will kick the night off as we will hear from Cheryl Malone as she makes her final appearance in Out of Control ahead of a retirement match against B. Barrett at Hardcore Mania 3.
It's hard for me to be here tonight, because this is probably the last time I'll speak in this ring in front of all of you. Honestly, I don't know what to say. My mind is blank. At 31 years old, my journey in wrestling is coming to an end. It's been like a roller coaster. Incredible moments, doubts, nights crying, pain, injuries. I'd say wrestling has given me the best moments of my life. And the worst ones too. I know I've mentioned this many times, but a couple of years ago I decided it was time to retire. I was going through a really bad time, and I felt like wrestling was hurting me. Then someone contacted me through my DMs. RHW. After that, everything changed for me. The support of the fans, my friendship with Madison, the Women's Championship, and a reign that was practically a dream. What a journey. And that's why I made the decision to retire. Because I finally achieved everything I wanted. The dream was fulfilled, Now it's time to make way for other women with more hunger, more passion. Everything has to end at some point, and my ending in wrestling has arrived. But I still have one thing left to do. There's someone who caught my attention from the moment they arrived in RHW. Young, talented, charismatic, with a very promising future. That person is B. Barrett. B, we haven't talked much. We're not even friends. But with my years of experience, recognizing talent and ambition is very easy for me. And I believe you have everything it takes to be my last dance. And I know you want to take advantage of this opportunity. Facing an RHW legend, a world champion, someone who has never been pinned clean in this company. It's perfect for you. This victory would launch you to the very top. But there's one problem, B. I'm not retiring with a loss. You're not facing a Cheryl Malone who's past her prime. I'm not retiring because I'm declining. I'm retiring because I've accomplished everything. I don't need anything else. Well, maybe one thing. Beating you and completing an almost perfect career. A career that will be an example for future generations. So B, Hardcore Mania 4 is getting closer. I have very high expectations for you. I want us to have a historic match at a historic show. Will you be able to keep up with my pace? I can't wait to find out.
Well, there you have it. The idol Cheryl Malone makes her intentions loud and clear. She is not retiring at Hardcore Mania with a loss to B. Barrett. But let's be honest, B. Barrett, the way things have been going, direly needs a win, and beating Cheryl Malone could be just what she needs. The Scottish luchador Ultimo makes his RHW debut against Mason Fatal, and as we've seen on the Twitter account lately, something's been going on with Mason Fatal. So good luck to Ultimo in your debut. Both men will be going into Mania challenging for championships. Alex Young granted Ultimo a championship opportunity at Mania for the Triple Crown Championship. And now we can see what he can do tonight.
For far too long, you've let your destiny walk all over you. Give yourself to it. Embrace the darkness. Let it take over. Unregulated. Searching. Exploring. Exploring.
And his opponent from Glasgow, Scotland, weighing in at 235 pounds. He is what an entrance for the arrival of Mason Fatal. And now we have a comment about time. If you're Ultimo, what the hell do you even think of that? And now we waste no time getting into this match. Wrist lock from Ultimo. And ever since Mason Fatal has been associated with Celine, we've seen a more darker, brutal version of Mason Fatal. And as each week goes by, I think he slips deeper in the darkness. Once again, collar and elbow tie up there. Mason Fatal took charge. And now gut wrench. Ultimo, though, with his quick, high-flying abilities. I don't know, though. Mason Fatal has yet to win a match in RHW. Must win for both men, especially going into Hardcore Mania. Both going after two different titles. Wait a minute, Mason Fatal coming up, countering with a stunner. And now a forearm for Mason. Pops back up Ultimo. Forearm again. Wait a minute. Ducked under. Ultimo off the ropes. Springboard Pele. And now springboard moonsault. Mason rolling out of the way. And now wait a minute. Oh, going for something there, but nice transition into the headlock from Ultimo. And now pulling back on the head. Trying to wear down Mason Fatal, but now he transitions into a head scissor as we continue the feeling out process in our opening contest. Ultimo kicks out, Mason back to his feet, and now both men staring each other down. I will give credit to Ultimo, no fear into the eyes of the Demon King. Handspring kick to the gut, off the ropes. Big running knee followed up by a clothesline. No, right into a flurry from Mason Fatal. Mason going for a twist of fate. No, Ultimo with punches to the gut. Now Irish whip from Ultimo. Mason sent into the corner. Ultimo, handspring splash. Nobody home, crashing in. Sent through the middle rope. And now the Demon King, Mason Fatal, looking to fly, but he crashes and burns. The agility of Ultimo on full display, rolling out of the way. And now Ultimo coming in. Big delayed crossbody from the top rope. Followed up by a backflip. My God, Ultimo is on fire. Now Ultimo sends Mason back into the ring. Goes up to the top rope. Mason Fatal, wait a minute, charging up. Meets him on the top rope. Mason with a superplex. Rolling through. And wait a minute, has him up. Looking for the F5, but Ultimo scouts him out ahead of time. Elbows to the face, fighting off. And now, wait a minute, trying for a takedown, but my God! What even was that? For the cover, face into the canvas, but a kick out at 2 from Ultimo. And now Irish whip, wait a minute, Ultimo comes in using the agility, kick to the gut. Irish whip off the ropes. Look at this, flipping over. Mason went for a punch, ducking under. Hurricane Rana back to his feet, drop kick. Mason seeing it coming. Headbutt, no uppercut from Ultimo. Oh, but a super kick from Mason. And wait a minute, kick to the gut. And oh my God! Pump handle neck breaker. And now rapid fire stops as Ultimo bounces off the canvas. Mason Fatal absolutely unglued. And now Ultimo's trapped in the corner, and now the big flurry of punches and stomps while Ultimo's trapped in the corner. The ref's got to get in here and break this up. Look at the welt from Ultimo, and now Mason Fatal has him up. Goes for the F5, nails him with it. Mason goes for the cover. Will that be enough to put the Scottish Luchador away? 2. No, Ultimo is still alive. Now, wait a minute. Now, Mason Fatal seeming to get a little cocky as Ultimo tries to get to his feet. Headbutt, nope. Ultimo rolling out of the way, trying to get some offense in. Torpedo DDT. And now Ultimo trying to feed off the Seattle crowd here tonight. And now setting himself up for something. Charging in. Up, no! Mason Fatal pushes him down. Hey, it was a simple counter, but it worked. Giant elbow. Follow hooks to cover. Unique pin there. Will that be enough? Kick out at 2. And now Ultimo sent into the ropes. Mason charging in. Oh! That boot would have connected. It might have just decapitated Ultimo. But now a flurry of kicks. Shot to the gut. One to the back of the skull. Now, wait a minute. Hooking the arm. Ultimo on the top rope. Look at this. Beautiful Hurricane Rana. Ultimo all fired up. Charging in. And now, wait a minute, Ultimo setting up, slice, spread, stacks the Demon King up for the first time in this match. Goes for the cover. 2. 3. No, and a kick out of 2 from Mason Fatal. And now moonsault, Mason rolling out of the way. Kick, nope, Ultimo catches it. Ultimo trying to remain in control, charging in. Kick to the gut, wait a minute. Going for that on prettier, but Ultimo turns it over. Mason goes for a suplex, flipped out by Ultimo. Wait a minute, going for a Frankensteiner. But transition, wait a minute, trying to go for the F5. Ultimo has him scouted. And wait a minute, going for a small package. No, transition. Look at the power of Fatal with the delayed suplex. No, countered out through the middle rope. Ultimo tries to go for a Hurricane Rana. He planted with an F5. Shoulders hooked. 1, Wait a minute, no! Transition to the crucifix from Ultimo, still alive and almost stole it. What a sequence! But now Mason Fatal coming in, Cradle Prawn cover, Ultimo getting desperate here. But wait a minute, turning the weight into a German suplex. Mason rolling through the German, plants him with a power bomb, sends him into the corner. And now a clothesline. Ultimo sent in, wait a minute, off the ropes. Senton. Off the middle rope, beautiful crossbody. And now Mason Fatal flipping through, Ultimo coming in. And now Mason grabs him by the foot, pulls him down. Great strategy here, going off. Working on the ankle, trying to ground Ultimo. His ankle lock is cinched in. Willie tap. Ultimo writhing in pain, just inches from the ropes. Wait a minute, Ultimo rolls over. But Mason wastes no time. Rolling through. Brings him into the middle of the ring. F5. Mason hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. What a match. Mason gets his first win. And RHW. What a match. What a showing from Ultimo and his RHW debut. With the raw power of Mason Fatal. Overpowered him. Great showing from both men tonight. Good luck in Hardcore Mania to both of you. Seattle, Washington. The city where the skies cry more than the people try and where the lights stay dim and dreams just die. I walk into this shithole of a place and I feel the damp, dead energy, a crowd that clings to whatever washed up has been, like Cheryl Malone, for example, how I gave you an offer, Cheryl Malone, and you refused it. So go ahead, go back to your retirement home at the age of 31 and go fuck yourself. The funny thing about ghosts is when they're gone, they keep making noises, they keep reaching for something there that's not there anymore. But eventually, the echo fades. And you got the princess of pretend, always talking, always spinning their stories, dressing up as the truth. But I see through it, I always do. You can paint the mask gold, but underneath still the same cracked porcelain or the golden heart in some examples. I don't forget. I don't forgive. And I sure as hell don't play along. This is not your stage. This is not your spotlight. This is mine. And while Seattle keeps drowning out its own reflection, I am the one holding its head under. And I am the villain. Oh my god. I thought I told you to stay away from me. You know what? We're here in the shithole of Seattle. You know what, clown? You've been stalking me for about 6 months, and I feel like we should wrap this up before Mania. You get your gear, I'll get mine, and later on tonight, we'll have a one-on-one match. Sound good? Cool, see you there.
Can you believe the big bad villain, the one that's caused both of us so many problems, is over here flipping his shit about a clown? Well, caused you problems a lot more than me. Prepping for your match with Mortal?
I know, right? He's really not this big bad villain that he pretends to be. And yeah, man, Mercer's a bloody tough opponent, but I face worse. So I heard that you're fighting Mike, right? How do you feel about that one?
I'm confident. Mike's great, don't get me wrong. But it'll be a cold day in hell before there's a day that he's better than me in that ring. I told him to stay out of my business. I told him to stay out of Bobby's business. But he didn't listen. So now I'm going to personally make sure he stays out of all business. Speaking of Molso, though, I highly doubt that KSF is going to stay out of this match tonight. So, I just want you to know, I got your back out there. The last thing we need is you getting jumped before you take the title off of Diet Cyrus.
That's great, mate. You've got to be confident. You've got to believe in yourself. And I expect to see you beat Bobby Legend and save that championship. Look, you're definitely right, mate. I can't see Mercer going out there alone. Myers is definitely going to stick his dumb face into my business. So, Chance, I appreciate that, mate. And another thing, you don't have to worry about Mania, because we won't be seeing much of Showtime again. Because I'm going to end his reign of terror, and I'm going to humble that dickhead. So again, mate, I really do appreciate you having my back.
So, you're Seth. Yeah, I've heard a lot about you. Next big thing, right? That's what they're calling you. I'm Cirrus. Management's got a lot of faith in you. They don't hand that out for free. That kind of spotlight. It either makes you, or it exposes you. I figured I'd come introduce myself. Maybe save you a few mistakes before you make them. Myers, don't let him get in your head. That's his whole game. He'll talk, he'll twist things, he'll make you doubt yourself before you even step in the ring. And once that doubt's there, it doesn't leave. Not when you need it gone. You look focused. That's good. Just don't confuse focus with control. Guys like him, they take control without you even realizing it. Talent like yours doesn't come around often. But I've seen plenty like you crash before they ever take off. Pressure, expectations, people watching, waiting for you to slip. It gets loud real fast. But, hey, I'm sure you've got it all figured out, right? Just remember, all that faith they've got in you, it disappears the second you prove them wrong. So don't. Try to keep up with the expectations.
Next up is the Workhorse Championship Final. Speaking of Cyrus, the winner of this match will face him in challenge for the Workhorse Championship at Hardcore Mania 4. And we know, as we just seen, Cyrus is in the building. Will Damian Payne beat the Board of Directors representative Clark Ventura? Finally get a rematch for the Workhorse Championship, or will Clark defeat Damian Payne? Clark Ventura has been blackmailed / forced to work with the RW Board of Directors, doing their bidding for management in exchange for really nothing. But out of his own skill he's made it to the finals of the Workhorse Classic. Former international champion. We're excited to see these two go one-on-one for the first time ever. Who will punch their ticket for the final singles championship opportunity going in the main event? Oh, Damian Payne runs right into a knee. And now Clark continuing the work on the skull of Damian Payne. Damian Payne known for his raw power and his incredible feats of strength. But Clark Ventura somewhat has ties to the board, and we don't know their agenda, why everybody in this match was chosen by the Workhorse Champion himself, Cyrus. Payne selected, and now kick to the gut from Damian Payne. Irish whip, Clark off the ropes, drop down. And we know Clark has had a lot of tension with management as of late, and he's brought down with a power slam. And now Damian Payne with a gator roll. Clark trying to get out, but look at the mat-based wrestling of Damian Payne. And now look at the raw power as he plants on the gut-wrench slam. You know, the Workhorse Champion, Cyrus, is watching this one very, very closely. After Cyrus's disaster after he lost the Undisputed Championship last year at Hardcore Mania. And now Damian, oh, a shot to the gut. Clark Ventura the flying forearm, but Damian simply walking back. Clark missing. Clark told me earlier today that Sean Laveau told him that this is a must-win, and if he doesn't win, there will be severe consequences for disrespecting the board of directors. But now look at Damian Payne. Deadlift running power slam to the outside. And now Damian Payne, look at this manhandling, tossing him into the post. The back of the skull crashing down onto the post. Damian Payne continues as his quest to win his first championship at RHW, and now trying to use the referee's count out to get an easy win here. Clark starting to come to, the referee not letting Damian get out of the ring. Now Clark comes back in, charging in, and oh my god, what a pounce out of nowhere from Damian Payne. And now, my god, slamming him into the canvas with no mercy, and again. Clark trying to get back to his feet. Right shot into the right hand, and now also too, with the board of directors putting the fate of RHW as a whole on the line at Hardcore Mania, and that our Anarchy in the Arena match. We are unsure, wait a minute, hold that thought, check out this for the referee count. We are unsure where Clark Ventura stands, as he is not competing on team board of directors. They need to come up with a better name than fucking the board of directors. I mean, come on, but elbows to the gut. Clark coming in on a big knee. And now these two fighting out the ramp. Drop kick. Oh! And the back of the skull crashing down onto the exposed concrete. And now, interesting move here. Locking in. Anaconda Vice on the outside. Not pay attention to the ref count, but now elbows to the, or knees to the back. Excuse me. Big right hand, and now speaking of submission, that Hort lock from Damian Payne is locked in. Clark taps out on the outside and is null and void. But is doing damage, slowly wearing down your opponent. But now the referee getting scarily close to a count out. Clark coming back into the ring. Oh, and a big right hand from Damian. The Seattle crowd, everybody on their feet. These two shopping exchanges back and forth here in Seattle, Washington, as the final singles opportunity for gold is on the line. One of the most prestigious championships in real hardcore wrestling, the Workhorse Championship. A knife edge shot, no, blocked by Damien. And a big disrespectful slap. Damien telling him, bring it on. But now, wait a minute, big right hand. And the rope goes out the window to get ourselves a poggy fight here in Seattle. Clark tried to go for a clothesline, but he's transitioned to an Irish whip. Spear in the corner from Damien. And now, what does Damien have in mind? Lining something up. Oh, and a big boot to the corner. To a seated Clark Ventura. Clark coming in with the clothesline. Damien back to his feet, but he's brought right back down. Damien goes for a kick, caught, and a nice takedown there from Clark Ventura. And once again, this time inside the ring, Clark Ventura locking in the Anaconda of Ice. But Damien Payne once again finding a way out of the hold. Wait a minute, has him up, and he's planted with the Fireman's TKO. Damien Payne dragging Clark Ventura away from the ropes. Hooks the leg to qualify to face Cyrus for the World Championship. Damien Payne is going to Hardcore Mania. And things just got even bleaker for Clark. What a win for Damien Payne as these two behemoths of Cyrus and Payne go one-on-one in Hardcore Mania for the Workhorse Championship. But I hate to see what the board has in mind for Clark Ventura now after this loss. Clark, wait a minute! Speaking of the board, the head, the man with the most powerful man, and RHW is himself here. And he just laid out Clark Ventura with a chaos knee. And it seems the board is done making Clark doing their bidding. And another chaos knee. Sean Laveau will lead the charge as the board defends the ownership of RHW. But now Clark being laid out. Question is, will Clark miss Mania? Up next, we will hear from the Wild Card Division champion, Owen Stevens, ahead of his championship defense as he defends that championship right there at a six-man ladder match at Hardcore Mania.
You know, every time I get up on this mic, I mention that it took me over a year to get this wildcard championship. And I say it for a reason. Everything I've done here has been for this championship. Everything I have done and will ever do is to not only better myself, but better whatever I am doing, whatever I go for, whether that be this wildcard championship, whether that be the world title, universal, anything. It doesn't matter. Because nobody will ever be able to do it like me. And I said I wanted the best to step up. But no, they gave me a bunch of mediocre in a ladder match to try and stop me. Because, you know, they can't pin me. Nobody can. See, Damien already tried that after attacking me time and time again. But I'm smarter than him. I'm better than him. And that's what happens when I'm better than you. You can't beat me. And Damien, that's why you keep attacking me, because you're so insecure, because you know I'm better than you. Sean, you try to do all this spooky shit. Didn't work. It's not gonna work. I don't care. Now, who else we got in this match? Azrael. Hey buddy, how you doing? I don't got a problem with you, but you ain't winning my championship. Who else have we got in this match? Wasn't there a guy in here that's been losing to Mike Maxwell? Yeah, I definitely ain't worried about you. And lastly, Ricky, hey buddy, let's talk. Last time I saw you do anything for this wildcard championship, it ended with you getting your eye ripped out. Now don't make another guy named Stevens rip the other one out. People, listen to me and listen to me well. Everything I do, everything I say, all this shit I talk is for a reason. It's because I am the best wrestler in the world. I don't care what your other opinions are. You can say it's Myers, you can say it's Cyrus, you can say it's Seth Raven, I don't care. Because y'all are all wrong. No one is going to do it like me. No one ever will do it like me. I am one of a kind. I am the rock star. I am your wildcard champion. And after that ladder match, it damn sure ain't going to change.
Wow, Owen. Your ego really is to the stars, huh? You and I, we're like two shooting stars. But we're not the same. We're flying in completely different directions. One burns with pride, and eventually that pride will feed it. Until there's nothing left. And mine? Well, as Kurt Crimson would say, I'm part of a timeline you'll never understand. So good luck. When I see you in that ladder match, Owen Stevens, it's gonna rock. See what I did there? But for real, keep being egotistical. Keep feeding that ego. It just makes what's coming stronger.
Contest. At Hardcore Mania, there will be a 8-way battle royal with the Ticket to Glory contract on the line, a championship contract for any title in RHW, and all these women will share the ring at Hardcore Mania. But now, instead of a battle royal, it'll be a 6-way pinfall submission for the victory. This is gonna be one hell of a chaotic match with Jackie Storm, Alexia Albright, Thea, Selena Faturu, Evie Mack, and Paige Infernum. Anything goes, standard 6-minute way, rules apply. Good luck to everybody in the ring with Paige Infernum. She's kind of scary. You've seen it take like 5 people to get her down. And she tosses Evie Mack across the ring. And this is going to be a fun one. The call is Oh Chaos has broken loose to start this match off. I mean, at least at Hardcore Mania with all of these women. Plus, good luck with that. Look at that spear. Clock Paige in the right hand. Paige is having absolutely none of it. Now Alexia Albright. Oh, and a big Pele. Albright goes for the cover, broken up by Paige Infernum. Selena Faturu trying to go with Jackie Storm, excuse me, wrong Jackie. And now Storm coming back in. Everybody going after everybody. Nice German from Storm to Evie Mack. Now let's get Albright up on the shoulder. No snake eyes into the corner. Still to come tonight. A Hardcore Mania main event on the line as Brenda Story takes on Amber Young. The winner will face Trixie for the World Championship at Hardcore Mania. It's an unfortunate situation, but we need to find a new opponent here tonight. Beautiful Northern Lights suplex from to Evie Mack as the action spills out of the ring. Oh, nice face buster. I don't know what Evie just did. Paige Infernum just pulling Thea off the middle rope. And now Jackie Storm tosses Evie into the ring. And now you can do all the damage you want on the outside, but the pinfall must take place. Pinfall or submission must take place inside the ring. Evie charging it out. A big King Sasha. Loses their chance. Hooks the leg. Everybody down. 1, 2, and a breakup. A kick out, excuse me. And now Alexia Albright with a takedown. Paige Infernum rolling out of the way. Been done before. Irish whip tosses her into the corner. Nice takedown from Jackie Jonathan. Jackie Storm issues. I don't know why I keep doing that. Selena Faturu grabbing a kendo stick. 1, 2. Thea with a kick out. Selena Faturu coming in. And now Evie Mack onto the chair. Paige Infernum back into the mix of things. Goes for the cover. Oh, and a big axe handle. Alexia Albright with a kick out at 2. And now what does Paige Infernum have in mind? Oh my God, pump handle, driver! Stacks Jackie up! And it's broken up by Alexia Albright. I mean, if I was everybody in this match, I'd be teaming Paige Infernum. But Selena Faturu rules the Evie Mack over, goes for the pin, but it's broken up by Paige. Springboard leg drop from Selena Faturu. Thea pushed off. And now Alexia Albright and Thea were double teaming Paige Infernum, but oh my God, the power of Thea tossing her across the ring. And now Thea trying to do the impossible. He's the first woman in history to pin Paige Infernum. And now Thea trying to go for something there, but she's planted with a nice slam there from Paige. Big Superman punch from Evie Mack out of nowhere to pin her, and it's broken up at 2. This has been one chaotic 6-way match. Feast your eyes. Evie Mack going for the cover once again. 1, 2, and a kick out. The 2. I actually think it was broken up. Either way, the match continues. This could be any woman's game here tonight. Big headbutt from Paige to Thea. Wait a minute, Jackie Storm going for the cover to left to Albright, and now Paige Infernum's absolutely manhandling. Not 1, not 2, but 3 power bombs. And Evie Mack going for another cover. Evie Mack is trying to end this match as soon as possible. Oh, nice move there from Alexia Albright. A win in this match. As he fights the advantage, going in to Hardcore Mania, but you gotta be careful with that, because it might put a target in your back of the Battle Royal. I mean, 7 people trying to throw you out. It's not a good sign, but that's kicked out there from Thea. And now ripcord elbow from Jackie. What does the Couture have in mind? And now Evie Mac on the outside, working on the legs of Paige and Burnham. Big drop kick from Jackie Storm. And now Evie Mac absolutely destroying Paige on the outside. Nice springboard drop kick from Jackie, who's in full control in the ring. And goes for the cover and Selena Satoru. Up kick. Takes Storm down. Storm trying to roll out of the ring, but Evie coming back in. Thea with a beautiful scoop slam on the Storm. Evie Mac goes to Selena Satoru in. Reverse. GTS. TKO. From wait a minute, we get a double pin. 1, 2. And oh my god, Thea just stole the win. Paige and Burnham broke up one pin, but not the other. What a finish. But somehow, the fiery Frenchwoman has secured the victory. I don't know if the referee was counting both pins at once or 2 of them separately or how that worked. But Evie Mac's cover was broken up. Wow. Ever since losing the United States Championship, Bea Barrett has been on a downward spiral, and now she's set to face Cheryl Malone one-on-one in her final match. What does Bea Barrett have to say?
Hey guys, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, okay? This isn't just another match for me. Because this match could mean everything to me. For 2 years, you've been practically untouchable. 2 years of running this division like it belonged to you, and that's because it did. I walked into RHW and you were at the pinnacle. I became a champion and you stood at the top still. And when I lost my belt, there you were, like a beacon, still standing high above everyone else. Cheryl, you defined what it meant to be an RHW star. Your legacy has been set in stone. It is secured and safe in the vault. But for me, I've been flipping through the pages trying to find where I left off on my story. Because I lost all my direction, all my momentum. I did nothing once I lost my United States Championship. But this is where I redeem myself, by standing across the ring from you. Because this isn't going to just be your goodbye, Cheryl. This is my resurgence. You set the standard for what an RHW star was. And now, at Hardcore Mania, I will take the reins from you and set the standard for what an RHW star can become. I am going to give you everything I have, because that's what you deserve. And yeah, I could say that I'm walking into Hardcore Mania to celebrate your career, and I am, for sure. But you gotta allow me to be a little selfish too, because I'm going to send you riding off into the sunset. And once you're gone, I will stand atop the mountain. I will be walking down to the ring with all the respect in the world for you. But I will be walking out proving that the future of RHW belongs to me. So for me and everybody else in the crowd, in the locker room, and in management, allow me to do this for you. Na 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 na, na 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 na, hey hey hey, goodbye. I'll see you soon, Chad. And to everybody else, I love you. And good night.
Next up, Chandler Still will go one-on-one against Motor Hunter up next. These two will be in the men's Take of the Glory Battle Royal, but now they are set to go one-on-one. Well, plenty of action to come tonight. We're about halfway through the show. Motor Hunter going for a form. Oh, but he's caught with a collar and elbow tie-up from Chandler Thill. Phil's twin brother, Chance, will be in the main event tonight in a street fight. Trying to stop Mike from getting in the way of his Universal Championship match. Mike wins that match. He's added to it, but now Motor Hunter trying to end this early, or at least wear out Chandler Thill. We really haven't seen much of Chandler in one-on-one environments. Going for a clothesline, ducked under from Chandler. Chandler with the collar and elbow tie-up once again. The raw power of Chandler. I don't know if Motor Hunter wants to try to get into the technician game with Chandler still, but now ringing the arm of the Quantum Killer. Oh, and now pulling on it as he resumes the hold. And now look at this, though. Great control from Motor Hunter. But now Chandler still transitioning into an arm wringer on the back. Chandler still in charge now. And now just continuing to work on the arm. And now transitioning into the side headlock. And now Chandler still once again locking it in. Oh, and a big stiff shot to the back. Chandler still not very happy about what happened last time he was in the ring when he challenged for the International Championship and that slimy grim. But now rubbing Motor Hunter's face, trying to give him mat burn on the back, followed up by an elbow drop to the back. And now stomp to the arm of Chandler Still. Excuse me. Motor Hunter not doing too hot. Chandler Still stands him up. Wait a minute. Kick to the gut. Motor Hunter trying to turn the match in his favor. Clothesline. Wait a minute. Off the ropes and now flapjack. Chandler crashes down onto the mat. Followed up by a giant spine buster from Motor Hunter. Hunter goes for the cover to put away Chandler Still. 2 and a kick out of 2. And now coming in, Blue Death Press. Chandler took too long, charged in. Motor Hunter took advantage of Chandler Still's aggression. We all know that Chandler has quite the ego, but wait a minute now. Motor Hunter locking in a guillotine, trying to choke the life out of Chandler Still. But wait a minute, lets him go. Maybe just trying to work on him a little bit. Chandler going to the apron. Wait a minute, big right hand. Promotion Chandler. Oh, the Pale Lady falls to the floor. And now Chandler Still rolled to the floor and trying to get away from Motor Hunter. And now Motor Hunter in full control. What a beautiful Pele, and the action spills out to the outside. Thank you all for joining us here tonight, live from Seattle, Washington. You are watching RHW Out of Control. I would like to say we're live every Tuesday, but I don't know yet what day we're live. Chandler Still coming in, and he plants him with the Yoranagi on the floor. And now elbow after elbow from Motor Hunter. Shot to the gut. But now this dude desperately got to get back in the ring. Wasting time, almost go down out there. Roll up from Chandler Still, trying to steal it. Kick out at 1 from Motor Hunter. And now Hunter crawling to the corner. But a big clothesline into the corner. And now Chandler Still with the raw strength, with the gorilla press. And just drops him and he falls to the floor. Motor Hunter trying to get to his feet. Chandler has something in mind. Wait a minute, rolling through Gator, roll into the Falcon Arrow. Motor Hunter is not in a good position. Chandler signaling for the end. Kick to the gut. The Quantum Killer with a sit-down power bomb. Goes for the cover, hooks like 1, 2, great and dominant faction. Chandler Still is walking in the Mania with the W. next up, a huge match between Mercer Hoslow as the RHW Undisputed World Champion Myers is ringside as Mercer Hoslow takes on Seth Raven. Myers is set to go one-on-one with Seth Raven for the Undisputed World Championship in the main event of Hardcore Mania. But now Myers looks to test or possibly take out Raven before their main event match. You know the KSF, the Killshot Foundation, is lurking somewhere in the back as well. Hopefully Seth Raven has backup. Mercer Hoslow made it to the semifinals in the Workhorse Classic before Cyrus screwed him out of it. And now he's set to go one-on-one with the Aussie Miracle himself, the man who shouldn't be here, the man who slayed the villain at the Royal Gauntlet, conquered the Elimination Chamber, and is now the #1 contender for the World Championship. But Mercer sends him flying across the ring to start this match off. As Undisputed World Champion, Myers sits ringside watching his KSF member, I guess I'd say, do his bidding. Now side headlock from Mercer Hoslow. I know Mercer's showcased a lot of tag team skill here, holding the tag belts for a total of 2 years. But don't let that fool you, he's a multi-time world champion all around the world outside of RHW. And now I will have to add, the last episode, Seth and Myers had that sit-down interview and got very personal. And we've seen a side of Seth that we've never seen before, a more aggressive side, almost like the world champion got in his head But now Colin will tie up. But now tonight, Seth has to put that behind him and focus on right here, right now, as he transitions into the side headlock. Whipped up over the top rope. Oh, a spear! But Seth Raven crashes onto the floor. The countless neck injuries of Seth Raven growing up does play a factor into his wrestling career. There's a glaring target on his back. Oh! Face first on the barricade, going into any match he has, and it was just made worse by his feud with Grimm. And now Mercer Haslow is in full control outside, plants him with the Uranagi. But wait a minute, well-placed kick from the Aussie Miracle himself, and now tosses him into the post. I noticed a lack of Travis Aaron on the outside here tonight. I see Myers, but not Aaron. I wonder where he is hiding. Hopefully they don't try anything dirty. Big boot goes for the cover. A loss here tonight would be demoralizing for Seth Raven's claim to the World Championship. Raven had a taste of the world title picture before he challenged for it a year ago, a couple weeks ago today in May at Battle of the Rising Sun last year. So he's had experience with the KSF. He knows how they play. But this is a different type of KSF, more aggressive, more dangerous. But the same could be said for Seth Raven. This time Raven's not so arrogant, he's not so cocky. He's found himself. The feud with Grimm really brought out the good side in him. And now these two standing toe-to-toe in the middle of the ring here in Seattle, Washington, on the go-home show to Out of Control. Next time you see us, we'll be in Paris, France for Hardcore Mania 4. The final Hardcore Mania, now Knife Edge Shop. These two going toe-to-toe. Myers made the argument that Seth is the next Myers. Myers found himself in the spot, the same spot last year, challenging Cyrus, the man who held the title for the world for almost a year. But wait a minute, now Mercer was in a precarious position, and now Myers getting distracted, talking shit to Seth, and this is exactly what I was talking about. Myers is the only man in RHW that can get under the Aussie Miracle's head, and this time, created an opening, giving Mercer a shot that he needed, a big punch to the face. And all because Myers got on the apron, distracting Seth, creating the opening for Mercer Haslow. Oh, and a big knee. Now, hopefully that mistake doesn't cost Raven here tonight. Raven rolling out of the ring, but Mercer sees it coming, meeting him on the floor. That was a wicked clothesline from behind, and now once again planted on the back. Surgeries to the back and neck. I mean, it is a literal miracle that Raven is even in the ring to this day. The personal feud with Grimm. Raven turned down $12 million. He could have just fought Myers the easy way, but he decided no. He wanted to step into the Elimination Chamber and conquer it. And now Mercer looking to embarrass Raven here tonight with the count-out victory. Can he get back in the ring on time? Mercer getting cocky, but Raven came in, but a shot to the leg. And look at the cover. Notice how he doesn't hook the leg. The arrogance of Mercer on full display tonight. Springboard, Eye of the Storm from Raven. And now not done flying. Beautiful moonsault to the back. And now stomp to the arm. Elbow followed up by a tip up from Raven. And now Raven stomping on the arms of Mercer Haslow. These two going absolutely going at it. Now knees to the hamstring. Mercer, good strategy there. That devastating super kick to Mercer. Now won on the tag titles not once but twice. No rapid fire stomps. Myers watching this one very, very intently. I mean, could you imagine if Seth loses here tonight? How demoralizing that would be. It would give the KSF a one-up over him going into Mania. Myers has already knocked off Steph once. Trying to prove he can do it again. Rolling German. Beautiful. And now, wait a minute. Raven was going for something there, but Mercer was getting to his feet. And wait a minute. And now, Raven going for his patented crossface. Good way to wear down his opponent. Will Mercer submit? Wait a minute. Myers pulls him out of the ring. Oh, but he nailed the cutter from Raven. Mercer looked like he was about to tap, but from behind, oh, and a cave in from the top rope to the outside once again. Myers has created an opening as the KSF, the world champion, pulling him out of the ring. And oh no, this might be what he needed. Running, point blank knee. Go for the cover. 1, 2, 3. No, Raven is still alive, but just barely with the kick out at 2. It'll take a lot more than that to put Raven down, but oh no. Speaking of the KSF, Aaron is here. Shot to the gut. Aaron falls to the floor. Oh, and a neck breaker from Mercer's. Once again, the KSF creates an opening, and now all 3 members of the Killshot Foundation are here to beat down on Raven. Wait a minute! Chance Hill! What the hell is he doing here? Taking out Aaron! Chance Hill, better be careful. It's all good backing up your friends and stuff here, but he has a street fight here in our main event. And if he loses it, it will be a 3-way for his Universal title match. But now Chance Hill clearing out the announce desk. Mercer! Myers with the cutter off the apron! We all seen the exchange when Chance Hill won the Rumble that him and Myers had, leaving that little beef on Twitter. Myers wouldn't mind the punish Aaron, but wait a minute, Raven comes out. Suicide dive, taking out the KSF. Saving Chance Hill, at least for now, but now taking the eye off the ball. Charging in, there's a plant with the German. Right on the back of the neck. But wait a minute, now Mercer, we're going for the point blank. Raven sees it coming, grabs him, transitions, lifts them up. Mercer comes down, goes for a kick. Now Raven down to 1 knee. Irish whip. Countered, wait a minute, Raven was a Raven cutter to Mercer Oslo out of nowhere. KSF is down 2. Raven gets the victory. With the help of Chance Hill. But Chance, I gotta question him. He's kind of a hypocrite. He was talking shit to Bobby about getting distracted and not focusing on the main goal. And now here's Chance Hill helping Raven, which I respect. But with the stakes on the line in our main event tonight, hopefully it doesn't cost him.
El evento más grande del ciclo anual de RHW está a la vuelta de la esquina. Hardcore Mania. Lo que muchos han estado esperando para ver una vez más va a suceder en este escenario máximo. Cheo González teniendo otra oportunidad por el campeonato Imperium. Y lo curioso es que esta vez fue elegido personalmente por el mismo campeón para esta lucha titular. En este evento vamos a tener una lucha fatal four-way y van a estar otros 2 oponentes también escogidos por el mismo campeón. Sí, como lo escuchan. Hasta el mismo Jaden Moore sabe el potencial que yo cargo, porque se lo demostré en nuestra última lucha en el control, donde si hubiera pasado un milisegundo más en ese conteo de 3, yo hubiera hecho historia coronándome como el nuevo campeón. Pero ¿saben algo? Lo mejor siempre se deja para el final. No me coroné esa noche porque qué mejor manera de hacer todo esto que el Hardcore Mania frente a todo el público de RHW. Lo estoy decretando desde ahora. Esto es exactamente lo que va a pasar. Jaden Moss no se da cuenta de que poco a poco él mismo se está autodestruyendo con su propio ego que arrogancia. Y eso es lo que le va a poner fin a su reinado. Y si le soy sincero, yo no soy una persona que se deja llevar por reglas, así que yo voy a decir aquí lo que nadie se atreve a decir. La misma imagen que Game les presenta a usted es la misma que tienen en backstage. Un tipo con el que ni sus propios compañeros de la gerencia quiere trabajar. Por lo vago que es. Desde el momento que obtuvo el oro, dejó de esforzarse. Así que yo les quiero hacer una pregunta a ustedes. ¿Cuándo fue la última vez, antes de la lucha que tuve conmigo, que vieron a J-Lo competir en él? ¿Cuándo fue la última vez que lo vieron tomar un micrófono y decir algo relevante? Ha pasado mucho tiempo, ¿verdad? Ahí tienen la verdad por su fundamento. Para mí, el campeonato Game merece algo mejor que eso. Necesita a alguien que esté dispuesto a darlo todo y a representar a esta compañía como se debe. Ahora, en cuanto a mis otros dos oponentes, tenemos a Mason Fader. Y Mason, vi tu videíto. Esas voces extrañas y distorsionadas, esa oscuridad, ese intento de provocar miedo y meterte en la mente de tu oponente. Ya he estado en esas guerras antes, Mason. He visto hombres esconderse detrás de máscaras de personajes de oscuridad y todos terminan igual. A ti yo te tengo que decir algo. Cuando suena la campana, no hay edición, no hay efecto, no hay dónde esconderse. Tú sabes muy bien que la última vez que tú estuviste en una lucha de este tipo conmigo, terminó yo ganando y llevándome el oro. Así que Mason, yo ya he visto cómo terminan los que juegan a ser monstruos. Termina siendo los próximos en la lista. Y por último, tenemos a Jackie Johnson. Sobre él, yo tengo algo corto y directo que decir. ¿Quién carajo es Jackie Johnson? Déjenme dejar algo súper claro. En Hardcore Mania, no importa lo que pase, ese campeonato se va conmigo.
Next up, we will hear from the Women's World Champion, and Grim will address the RHW Universe about the event of last week's episode when Grim, the villain, teamed up with the Spacewalker Trixie. Hopefully we get why Trixie would stoop so low.
There have been so many questions about why I teamed up with Grim, and what could have possibly made me take a side. I am finally here to give you all the answers you've been waiting for. It's those nerves don't get fed. I've learned that the hard way. I've seen people hold this power, making promises, smiling to their fans, and do nothing. Seeing Graham not only talk, but back it up with action, That's something I could expect around here. See, I was born a leader. I was born a star. I tried doing it the nice way, and that didn't get me anywhere close to where I wanted to be. You keeping the boss needs to wait for him. You get nothing by playing by the rules. You can keep the fame, you can keep the fame. Hell, I don't need any of that. I can take all the rules home. Come on, you guys. These are the ones who are most alive to claim the legacy I passed for this title? This is exactly why this division needs saving. Whoever wins, just know I'm like a damn good example out of you. You guys will forever be in my shadow, and none of you guys will ever be good enough to stop me or my reign.
It's funny how people only start to ask questions after everything falls apart. I've been watching it for weeks. People smiling to your face, saying all the right things, and then at the last second they reveal that they are a wolf in sheep's clothing. And now everybody wants answers. Everybody wants to know what went wrong. Nothing went wrong. This was exactly how it was going to end. No matter what path that bitch took, it was always going to end the same way as it did last year. Look at that up front. But that doesn't matter now. That's old news. That's water under the bridge. Bring a story tonight. You step into the ring with the merciless assassin, and I'm sorry, Amber Young, that our agreement fell through. But Brina, I hope you're prepared. Because everybody keeps asking Trixie, me, why me? Why would I, someone who's never needed anybody, choose Trixie? Because unlike half of you, I don't have commitment issues. She saved the division from that awful champion, Cheryl Malone. Enjoy retirement. You deserve it. Not. She beat that fraud with a big-ass forehead, Madison Reyes, and unlike Madison, unlike the former forever champion, when Trixie says forever, she means it. She's not gonna run off to the next thing that makes her look good and drain it dry. And for all your fan favorites out there, things are about to get dark very, very fast. Brina's story, and I hate to admit it, even Amber Young tonight, I wish you luck, because at this point, it's pointless. And at Hardcore Mania 4, the Women's World Heavyweight Champion is gonna squash you.
That's right, Ben. To all the people who hidden back there, this is a prime example of a group who stopped waiting, stopped playing by the rules, and started to take everything they've ever wanted to try to get in our way. The chaos is here, and it's going to be the best damn thing you've ever seen. So sit down and watch, because we're going to be unstoppable.
Diana Holmes has quite the year. Her first year in RHW wasn't quite what she expected. She thought she was going to come in with the media outcast, but with Rebecca Starr joining forces with that maniac, Nick Stevens, she's been feuding with Rebecca Starr, and Starr said, I'm not fighting you until Mania. Mind you, that was 6 months ago. And now as the date for their fight gets closer, Diana Holmes seeks some singles competition. I don't know what Nick Stevens did to Rebecca Starr, the brainwashing or what, but speaking of Nick Stevens, we will hear from Nick Stevens and the board of directors still to come tonight. That big man event, Mike Maxwell versus Chance Still in a street fight. The winner, if Mike wins, he is added to Chance Still versus Bobby Legend for the Universal Championship, making it a three-way at Mania. And if he loses, well, I guess he's sitting out Mania. The bell rings underway. Nice collar and elbow tie-up from Holmes and Sofia Hernandez. I believe these two do have history. This is just an exhibition match here tonight. Oh, what a cheap shot from Diana Holmes. As he backs her up into the corner, knife edge shot. Sofia Hernandez trapped in the corner, running in. Oh, and a big forearm. Now stomp to the gut. Charging, going coast to coast. Oh, another big boot. Sofia Hernandez has to get out of that corner, and she's got to get out of that corner quickly. And now Sofia Hernandez staggering to her feet. Buckshot lariat, nobody home. This creates an opening for Hernandez. Diana comes in, got wrench. Wait a minute, no, modified German suplex, plants her right on her neck. Knife edge chop, and a collar and elbow tie up from the two once again. Sofia Hernandez can turn the match back in her table. And the table's back in her favor. And now Diana Holmes locking in a headlock and wringing the neck. Sofia Hernandez has to get out of this quite quickly. Tossing her across the ring. Oh, and a big slap. Sofia Hernandez rolls her over, has her arm pin on the grab, and oh, and a knee drop to the arm. And now Sofia Hernandez trying to slow the pace of the match down. Shot to the gut out, followed by a slow clothesline, bringing her in. And now standing her up, spinning on a big punch. And notice Sofia Hernandez is being slow and methodical about her punishment she's dealing on Diana Holmes. Oh, but a nice big forearm takes her down. Going into the corner, wait a minute. Oh my God, what a double foot stomp. Using the middle ropes, pushes her in the middle of the ring and standing her back up to her feet. And a big forearm. Did you see the way she collapsed? Diana Holmes to the top rope. Coup de grace, nobody home, rolling out of the way. Trips her. She made a mistake, now might pay for it. Cradle prawn cover. Shoulders her on the mat and a kick out in one. Now Diana Holmes not in a good position. And now Sofia Hernandez locking in the headlock. And now doing a handstand. And now curb stomps to the chest, trying to cave her chest in. Sofia Hernandez almost getting animalistic to secure the victory here tonight. Lifts her up. I might get this move wrong, but Widow's Peak, no it's not, I believe, but plants her down for the victory. 2, and a kick out at 2. Clothesline and an oblivion. Rolling through, back on her feet, springboard moonsault, throwing everything she has at Diana. Danielle Holmes, wait a minute. Oh! Face buster! Rolls her over once again for the cover. After all that punishing, will that be enough? No, a kick out of 2. And now, Kamagore to the face. Gets her knees up when she went for that moonsault. Oh, and a big rolling clothesline. Diana Holmes stands her up to her feet, kick to the gut. And now small package. Pile driver trying to break her neck. Goes for the cover to put away Sofia Hernandez 2. 3 and with like that with the power pile driver. Diana Holmes picks up the victory, but what a showing from Sofia Hernandez. What a well-fought victory. And now she has her match with Rebecca Starr. But wait a minute. Speaking of Rebecca Starr, say her name, she appears. Ambushing Diana Holmes. Her former best friend and faction member. Now Diana Holmes trying to fight out. But now going back and forth. Can she save herself from that ambush? Big right hook from Rebecca Starr. We haven't seen her in quite some time, actually. Clothesline followed by another. And now getting a little prelude to what we will see at Hardcore Mania. Pop-up dropkick, no side steps. And now, as Amelia Outcast continue to implode, we had a hockey fight here in Seattle, Washington. Famous third, oh no. And speaking of Nick Stevens, the man who convinced Rebecca Starr to turn on her sister and best friend, delivering that spiked board, as he usually does, as she unloads on Diana Holmes. And now this right here is a great example. How can you trust Nick Stevens, the lead Team RHW, into the fight against the board when he is still doing shit like this? Hardcore Mania main event is on the line. Brina Story versus the merciless assassin Amber Young. We're off to an aggressive start. Brina Story was, oh, and there goes the ref. There goes Amber. We all know who was supposed to fight Mania at Mania, Trixie at Mania, but I'm legally not obligated to say the name. And now the spot is open. Amber and Brina were supposed to go one-on-one at Mania, but now we're fighting here Out of Control. Women's World Championship match on the line. Brina Story stole the victory over Amber to qualify for the chamber, and then Amber interfered, scoring her out of the chamber. Who knows, she might have won that match. But now Brina gets a second chance by a really scary twist of fate. And now Tyler, collar and elbow tie up. Amber Young had ties to Grimm. Oh, but clotheslining out of the ring. And Brina Story had Amber Young had ties to Grimm. But Grimm stated earlier tonight that their partnership fell through. So I believe Amber is on her own tonight. And once again, Brina Story trying to lock up with one of the best pure grapplers in the sport. But she backs her up into the corner. The referee trying to spread it. Oh, and a cheap shot from Amber Young. Amber Young, a master of submission. And MMA strikes such as this one you're about to see. My God. Did you see the way she bent backwards? As she's bent in half. And now, big single leg drop kick. Brina Story has been, this is her first season, and earning this opportunity. Amber Young, on the other hand, hasn't even had an opportunity to challenge for a title, despite being an RCW for 2 years. 1, 2, and a kick out to 1.5. Everything on the line. The crowd on their feet here in Seattle in this big fight feel match. And now Brina Story with a nice snap suplex. And now big shot to the back, and now the crowd is on Brina's side, but they had doubt of the way she defeated Amber. Amber had that sleeper hold locked in, and she was fading until she managed to roll it over and get her shoulders on the mat. And now Brina Story's planted. Back of the neck hooks to cover. Will she main event hard? Core Mania kick out in 1 from Brina Story. Oh no, there's that wicked, merciless assassin kick. Double kick. This time goes for the cover, and at this time at the 2 count. Amber Young comes in, springboard kick. Brina takes advantage of the mistake, tosses her into the corner, charges in. And, oh, look at this. Kind of made a mistake there, but not letting Amber capitalize. Samoan drop. Shot to the back. Beautiful corkscrew moonsault. Goes for the cover to advance. 1, 2. Oh, and a kick out, but only a 1 count. This far into the match, Brina Story has to be worried. And my God, planting her on her neck. Did you see the way she rebounded off the canvas? Brina in trouble, but no, kick out of 2. Springboard drop kick. Well, Pele, some kind of drop kick. I don't know what the hell that was. But now the merciless assassin rolling through. Will Brina's story end tonight? Oh, wait a minute. She missed the forearm, but that doesn't stop this combination. Oh, and a big knee. And now, wait a minute. Look at Brina Story barely standing as Amber gets to her feet, kick to the gut, and the twisting neck breaker goes for the cover. 1, 2. Brina Story is in shock. Amber Young with a kick out. And now Amber wisely rolling out of the ring. What else can Brina Story do? Nice moonsault off the apron. What can Story do to put Amber away? Gotta be careful of those submission holds. The action still to the floor. Now shot after shot to the face. Stunning Brina Story. An Irish whip. Oh! Face first off the turnbuckle post. But Brina Story with a kip up. But Amber Young came on the assault. Brina Story feeding off the Seattle crowd. Catching the kick. Nice takedown. Amber tried for a cheap shot. Stopped once again. Brina Story tossed back into the ring. Wait a minute. Back to her feet. Rolling through the kick. And wait a minute. Second time. Twisting neck breaker. Amber went for that spinning kick. Roundhouse kick. But she rolled out of the way. Goes for the Kwan. 2, 3. Brina Story is going to Hardcore Mania. It will be Trixie versus Brina Story for the Women's World Championship in the main event of Night 1 of Hardcore Mania. What a match! Congratulations to Brina Story for slaying the Merciless Assassin.
Hey, Chance. Thanks again for having my back out there, mate. But seriously, I can't believe they thought they could jump me like that and get away with it. But hey, mate, are you going to be alright out there with your match later against Mike?
No problem, man. I knew they were going to pull some shit. I'm just glad I was able to go out there and help you out. Even though they kind of messed up my shoulder a bit. But it shouldn't be nothing I can't handle. As far as tonight's match goes, I don't think I'll need any help. Mike is way too honorable to have his friends come out and help him in this. By the way, I know we're competing at different nights of Mania, but I just want to let you know, after you beat Miles for that title, I'll be back here waiting for you to celebrate, as long as I can walk after I win the Universal title. It's going to be a great night for us. We are going to single-handedly save these titles from the hell they've been in since Hardcore Massacre 5.
Too easy, mate. No walkers. And good luck out there against Mike. And you know we definitely gotta celebrate a victory like that. But hey, I'll let you go and win your match. We'll talk later.
Yamamoto's eyeball on live television. Will go face to face with members of the board of directors ahead of the Anarchy, the arena match with the ownership of RHW on the line. W roster has been complaining about the board of directors for weeks, for years, and now is their opportunity to fix this and defeat the board and send them packing. But how in the hell do you trust a man who brutalizes people for fun? Nick Stevens has entered the arena alone. And now Sean Laveau, the man on your right, PJ Black in the middle, and Austin Zero, who's been bribed by the board, are all coming out at the same time. I think Nick is having problems finding team members for Team RHW.
I'm not going to waste any time. All week, I tried to find people to stand with me. I went all over that locker room, and straight up, who's got my back? Nobody. Not one person stepped up. And you know what's funny? Earlier tonight, we all saw what happened to Catherine Shore. The board turned on him the second it was doing.
Yeah. And?
And? All you have to say is and? That's rich. That right there is exactly why nobody trusts anything around here. 1 minute you matter, next minute you're gone like nothing, with no regard.
That's how it works. You keep up or you get left behind.
Clarky made his choices, and the board made theirs. That is not our problem.
Nah. It becomes everybody's problem when people start realizing nobody's on it. That's why nobody stepped up for me. Not because I can't do this, but because they're scared of ending up just like him.
Or maybe they just want to stand next to a losing fight.
Yeah, don't twist it like that.
Believe whatever you want, but I'm done asking. I gave people a chance to stand with me, a chance to stand up for RHW, and they didn't take it. So that's on them. And now, I do this alone.
You? Really? Against all of us?
That's not guts, that's a mistake.
You don't understand what you're walking into. This isn't just numbers. Some of us change when it matters.
Then bring him. Bring carnage. Bring everything. Because I'm not backing out. I'm not changing anything. And I'm not asking for help anymore. I'll walk in there alone, and I'll be every one of them.
Oh wait, you really think you can take all of us?
We're not walking out of that match.
You keep talking like this is a normal fight. It's not though. Because when carnage shows up, this ends differently.
You, sir, have got no idea what you just signed up for.
No. You don't understand. You don't fathom what you're stepping into. After what we saw tonight, after watching someone get dropped the second they were useful, I've got nothing left to lose. And that makes me the most dangerous man in this ring.
Weight of the board of directors coming down on Nick Stevens, who's admitted he's struggling to find partners. Big moonsault. as the numbers game always wins at the end of the day. Even if you rip out people's eyeballs. But wait a minute. Nick Stevens catches LeVeaux, sends him, catches TJ. Nick Stevens fighting off single-handedly, fighting off the board, I was going to say, but Austin with the clothesline. And Austin with the suicide dive. And the numbers game, even if Nick can take on 2-on-1, things are looking bleak for Team RHW.
And now, we arrive at the beginning of something far more sinister than a simple contest. What you are about to witness is not a match. It's a collision of order and absurdity. On one side, a man carved from cold purpose, grin. On the other, a painted fool hiding behind laughter. Jose the Jester. The stage is set, the tension is suffocating, and soon the illusion will shatter. And here he comes, the spectacle himself, Jose the Jester, hidden behind that mask, behind the paint, behind the laughter. Who is he really? A performer? A trickster? Or just a coward afraid to be seen? Every step he takes is a joke, every movement a distraction. But tonight, the mask won't protect him. The laughter won't save him. Because across that ring stands a man who doesn't play games. And Grim is about to turn this little act into a nightmare. And now, Grim. No mask, no tricks, just purpose. Every step he takes carries weight. Every breath feels like a warning. Was. And here we go. Grim wastes no time, locking up with, oh, this guy. Jose the Jester, face paint, cheap tricks, and all the dignity of a circus reject. You can juggle all you want, clown, but you can't juggle with Grim. And here we observe a curious specimen, the Jester. Flashy, unpredictable, relying on noise and color to confuse its opponent. But opposite him, the Predator. Grim, still patient, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. A delicate balance, chaos versus control. But in this environment, only one thrives. Or what? No, surely not. He's got him rolled up. 1, 2. No! That can't be right. You're telling me that that painted clown just stole a victory over Grimm? Utterly disgraceful. A cheap, underhanded trick, and somehow, impossibly, it worked.
People of RHW, this is Adrian Castro, and this will be the first time you'll hear from me, because this felt like the right time for me to make a promo, because I'm just one defense away, and if I defend this Ascension contract in the Ticket to Glory Battle Royale at Hardcore Mania, I can cash it in for any championship I want. It's just fitting, you know. I won this contract in a Battle Royale at RHW New London, and I believe I had my first defense for this contract in a Battle Royale as well. I guess that's how the story goes. Kaya sa aking 7 kalaban para sa Hardcore Mania, naway magkaroon tayo ng maluwalhating laban. Naway sabay tayo magbuhos ng dugo. At naway ang pinakamahusay na tao ay manalo ang Ascension contract na ito. I will see you and the rest of RHW at Hardcore Mania.
It is now time for the main event. Chance Still will take on Mike Maxwell in a street fight. And if Mike wins, he will be added to the Universal Championship match at Hardcore Mania, making it a triple threat for the title. If Chance wins, Mike will not be added. Chance Still won the 2026 Royal Rumble to earn that opportunity, and then, you all know what happened to Mike Maxwell, locked away. Bobby Legend using Champion's Advantage to retain the title. Hopefully Chance has what it takes, but he got a little beat up earlier tonight, saving his friend Seth Raven. But it wasn't too bad. But this is a street fight. Anything goes here in Seattle for your main event.
Finally, there you are. Mike, you bastard! Get your ass over here. We need to talk.
Hi, Chandler. Look, nothing against you, but I'm just trying to get my moment that was taken away from me.
Shut your fucking mouth, Mike. What do you mean you have nothing against me and my family? You're trying to take the opportunity Chance owned at the Royal Gauntlet. You're trying to take that away from him. What? Because your match didn't go how you think it should have went? How dare you? What makes you think you deserve that?
And I agree, He did win the Royal Gauntlet match. He earned his opportunity to challenge the Universal Championship at Hardcore Mania. But so did I. I won a 20-man gauntlet match, which gave me the opportunity to fight Bobby Legend that locked away for that very same title. However, due to what Bobby did, I never got my fair shot at the title. He took an opportunity away from me. So, I took matters to my own hands, and I agreed to a match that Fangs made. This isn't about me taking an opportunity away from Chance or taking him out the match. This is about me earning my way back into the Universal Championship match. No matter if Chance wins or loses tonight, he has this guaranteed shot. But if I don't win, I don't got a shot at the world title.
Oh, boo-hoo! Try me a fucking river. That's your own damn fault for letting Bobby Legend, of all people, outsmoke you. Maybe don't let him stand in front of you and knock the ref's teeth down his throat. You might have everyone else around me fooled. You might even have my brother fooled into thinking you're doing this for a righteous cause. But I see right through you, Mike. I always have. You're a fucking parasite. I swear to God, do not take this away from my twin.
You're calling me a parasite? I'm the one who stood up for Chance. I'm the one who's been standing up for this locker room ever since my arrival to RHW. There's a reason why I'm a locker room leader here, since the veterans and faction leaders and the corrupt management teams don't care about the roster and only care about themselves. So me as a locker room leader sets the tone that there is change coming in this locker room. There is change coming within this company, that anybody can succeed. Anybody can have their moment, and not just the people who are sucking up. And it's pretty ironic that the Leech is calling me a parasite. This is the only reason you got into the Ticket of Glory match, because your brother went to Fangs and got you in the match. Because everyone in that match was predetermined and picked out. And on top of that, this issue between us isn't just about Chance. Don't act surprised, Chandler, because I've known for years that you didn't like me, especially with the fact you ran your mouth about me in the locker rooms we shared. Now, you finally got the guts to say everything to my face, because you're using Chance as the excuse to say everything to me now.
No. Mike, you're not gonna spin this. I've said to your face since the moment I met you, I didn't fucking like you. Chance has never ran to management for anything, and if you think I only got hired because I'm his blood, they had a contract in hand at my doorstep before he ever debuted in this company. So Mike, if you really want to go through with this is your last chance, because think about what happened the last time we shared a locker room together. You weren't a locker room leader. You were a clown. You were a cult jester that everyone laughed at before they fired you. You want to know why? Because my one bad day ruined your career. I kicked you in the face so many times, I'm shocked you didn't have to get plastic surgery. So here's what I'm going to tell you. Because I'm not playing any games. If you try to take this opportunity away from my brother, I will put you in the hospital like I should have back then. And you won't make Hardcore Mania. You won't make the pay-per-view after. I will have you in a body sling wishing you had never met anyone of my blood.
If that was the case, you would have done it by now. But since you really want to fight me, I'm more than willing to step in the ring with you anytime, any place, all over the world. I'm not the same person from your memories, Chandler. The one person you kicked when I was sitting on the commentary team doing my job and decided to make a moment for yourself. Congratulations, but that was years ago. And I'm a different person now. And I see that you are clearly the same.
I've already ran one person out of this entire company, Mike. You remember one of our former champions, JJ Justice? The man I was scheduled to have a match with? His ass ran for the heavens before I could get my hands on him. And that was just a friendly title match. I didn't have anything personal against him. So what do you think I'm going to leave you like whenever you have personally wronged me and my family? You are not going to walk out of Hardcore Mania as a world champion either way. So I suggest I'm leaving you here right now to think on this, so maybe you can get it through your thick fucking skull. Maybe you can have more ideas than you have clothes on in your gear. That this isn't a good idea. Don't push me. My brother might be a good guy. My brother might be some morally upstanding person. I'm not. You know that. And anyone back here who's seen my matches and my accomplishments also know that. They know I'm not one to be messed with, and you shouldn't be pushing me around. I'm telling you to back off. You should be grateful I decided to tell you instead of make you.
It is now time for the main event. Stakes couldn't get any higher for Mike. It is all or nothing here tonight in the street fight. Seattle, Washington, the bell rings. Match is underway. Chanceville takes on Mike Maxwell, and Chandler is not happy about Mike's course of action, but can you blame him? I mean, from some points of view, Mike is intruding on Chance's business, but I do agree with Mike. He was really screwed out of that championship. I mean, he didn't even have the match barely even started before Bobby used champion's advantage, but some would argue, hey, that's your championship match. But now here we go. He's doing the feeling out process. There's no disqualifications. We are guaranteed a pin or submission middle of the ring. And now, ooh, nice transition over there from Mike into the arm wringer. I do notice we suffered some technical difficulties during Chandler and Mike's conversation. We apologize about that. But now Chance flipping him over. And while ringing on the arm. And, oh, nice arm drag. Coming back up, and now Chance just absolutely slapping the hell out of Mike Maxwell. Now knife and chop combination. And now look at this. Chance still non-stop with a combination, and now Mike trying to transition. And oh, a big right hook. And now too, Bobby Legend is out of there. Bobby Legend has really been avoiding this whole situation the last couple of episodes. I mean, when Chance chose him after he won the Rumble, Bobby laughed him out of the building. The Universal Champion isn't taking him very seriously. And after the events have locked away, it is evident that Bobby isn't taking Mike very seriously either. Oh! But I mean, if Mike wins here tonight and it is a triple threat, that means Bobby Legend's title reign is in huge jeopardy. seeming he can be pinned without losing the title. Oh, what a big DDT. I mean, it's all seeing the length that Bobby Legend's willing to go to keep the Universal title in hand. And man, goddamn Chance with a big clothesline. Mike needs to get in the game. That conversation was Chandler. I wonder if that got in Mike's head a little bit, knocked him off focus, especially when you were getting ready to enter through the curtain to make your entrance. And a 2-1 for Mike. Mike is still alive. Oh, a big knee from Chance Phil. Combination once again. Shot to the knee to the face, followed by a big Pele. Mike's Redemption Tour has been doing fairly well. He's coming in and oh, and a big crossbody boatman spilled to the floor. My God, Chance throwing all of his body weight. But my other thing too is Chance still bold enough to get involved in this match to help his brother? I mean, we know they are twins, but they are polar opposites. Oh, and Mike with a hip toss. They are polar opposites when it comes to attitude and the way of doing things. Like Chandler still wouldn't give a shit about Seth Raymond's match here tonight. Oh, and a big knee for Mike as he was strung out on the barricade. And now, oh, face first off the ring apron, the hardest part of the ring. And now Mike with the side headlock. And now Mike getting a little cocky with a handstand. Mike Magnum Maxwell stands to back up to his feet. Oh, and he slams him into the steel steps. And ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the final Out of Control before Mania, the final Out of Control before Season 5. And it comes to an end. But now, wait a minute, face first. Off the announce table is Chance Phil. I mean, neither of the titles has been playing as of late. You have the Phil family drama. Mike Maxwell. I mean, Mike did win that 20-man gauntlet match to earn that opportunity at Lockaway, and how it was taken away from him. But on the flip side, I feel like Chance is a little naive to offer Mike this opportunity. Now he's on the apron, springboard. Oh, Frankensteiner. Stands him back up. Irish whip into the corner. Big splash. And now Mike pulls him in. And now an excellent suplex. Mike is fired up. And now Mike goes to the top rope. Frog splash. The Chance still big one, might I add. Goes for the cover. Will that be enough? 2 and a kick out of 1.5. And now, wait a minute, Mike dumps Chance out of the ring, and now Mike Maxwell looking to fly. Oh, and a big drop kick. Down, and now Lou Death Press. Mike seems to be a little animalistic here tonight with his attacks. Mostly they're cold and calculated, but now he's throwing everything he has at his opponent. But given the stakes, seeing how desperate he's been to become world champion. And now Mike tosses him into the barricade. Kick to the gut. And now, oh my God! Mike, absolutely no mercy. Face first off the floor. Repeatedly. Now, Mike has been in full control, but seeming he's trying to give Chance still CTE. And now Mike gets to his feet. Wait a minute! Still off the barricade! What did I just think? Counted into a reverse DDT! Using the barricade as a weapon! And now front thrust from Mike! And now Mike is tossed back into the ring. Chance going, rolling through, blockbuster drop kick. And now Mike is stuck in the corner, big right hand. And now what does Chance have in mind? Tying him up in the tree of woe position, off the ropes. And now Chance still building momentum. Oh, and a big drop kick to the skull. And now Chance rolling through. Schoolboy, no. Powerbomb. And now, and a kick out of 2 from Mike. What an incredible main event this has been. And out through the bottom rope and a big splash. Mike pinned between Chance and the floor. Tossed him back into the ring. And the buckshot lariat. Goes for the cover 2. And a kick out of 2. That was Chance's go-to move. Nailed it picture perfectly, but Maxwell is still in the fight. And now, kick to the gut. Oh, and a big shot to the face. Trying to break his jaw. Probably wouldn't help how much Mike talks. But Mike does back it up in the ring. A nice combination from Chance Bill. Speaking of Mike Maxwell, now is the time to talk about the Mike Maxwell. And wait a minute, goes to the cover, hold that thought. 2. 3, no, kick out of 2. Dakota Fall and Mike Maxwell represent the big game brunch streaming Hardcore Mania week that Wednesday. Big one-night event. But maybe, hopefully, Mike makes it to it. Wait a minute, Mike, exploder into the corner. And now, oh, a big curb stomp. From the corner, knocking Chance's skull into the canvas. And now palms to the face. Chance is trying to protect himself. Mike breaking through the defenses. And now, Chance dumped over the top rope, spilling out to the floor. Mike Maxwell looking to fly in a suicide DDT. These men throwing everything they have at each other. And now Mike bouncing Chance's head off the canvas once again. And oh no. Mike Maxwell dragging the carcass of Chance Hill over to the announce desk. Better get the hell out of the way. And a big right hand. Oh, caught by Chance. And now these two are brawling on top of the announce desk. This is all legal. No disqualification. And wait a minute. Oh my God. Wait a minute. Mike with the suplex off the announce table. And now Chance barely moving that injured arm that has always been a problem in Chance's career. But now Chance is not done with that. They were bouncing off the face first. But wait a minute, he's still alive, catching the kick. And a Saito suplex onto the ground. On the outside. But now it's Mike starting to go face first off the announce table. And now a big right hand from Chance to Mike, who's laid out on the table. And oh my gosh. Chance Bill invited him to the street fight. And now he's looking to make it count here tonight. Chance. Springboard. Moonsault through the table. My God. Mike crashing through the table with a springboard moonsault tossed into the ring. This could be Chance's opportunity to block Mike from entering the main event. No, a kick out of 2.5. Somehow, Mike Maxwell is still alive. Mike tossed into the turnbuckle, into the corner. And now, Snake Eyes. Look at the power. Chance bouncing in. Mike with a duck under. Oh, and a big Pele. Mike has found an opening, still alive after crashing through the table. Oh, hip toss. And now chop to that pectoral muscle. And look at this Arabian press. But Mike continuing to keep the pressure on. Chance trying to stagger back to his feet. The man who won a 40-man Royal Rumble, Chance Hill, one of the most resilient people on the roster. Another frog splash from Mike. But he knows that is not enough to keep down Chance Hill. Kick to the gut. And now just once again rapidly firing his face into the canvas. And continuing on the punishment, punches to the face, a stomp to the gut. Chance still is lifeless. Leg drop. Oh, and a big Meteora. Oh, big shoulder, ankle to the face. And continuing the punishment on a big stomp to the gut. And oh no, and speaking of street fight, anything goes. Mike is pulling out a table. And now Mike's setting up the table. And what else is Mike going into the ring for? Oh my God, now we have a ladder involved. This is officially a street fight. The weapons being brought in. Mike has a kendo stick coming in. Chance getting to his feet. Oh, right to the ribs. And once again, Mike using that kendo stick, clobbering him with it. And now look at this, continuing to work on the ribs, standing him on it in the corner. But wait a minute, rolling out of the way, and look at the welts forming on Chance Hill's body. Rolled through the back of the neck, crashing down on the ladder. Powerbomb onto the kendo stick. Excuse me, small package powerbomb. And now Chance Hill with these stiff ass knees to the face. And another. This has been absolutely brutal. My God! And now Chance still setting up that ladder. On the apron there, and there's that table prepares this place. And sense the maximum destruction incoming. And now Mike sent into the corner. Chance charges in. Elbow to the face. Wait a minute, Mike coming up on the middle rope. Coming in a tiger post. Fake kick to the face. Chance to the top rope. And an insane elbow drop. And now Mike sent over the top rope, crashing down onto the floor. Sent on from the apron. And now Chance face first off the post. And a big shot from Chance still dropped under. And now Chance, various way. Mike using his feet. Well-placed kicks to the face. And a Chance ducked under, but oh, he failed with it anyway. Oh my God. Guys, Mike lays Chance out on the table, on the outside, and now I see Max well eyeing up the ladder. Oh my God. Putting it all on the line for the Universal Championship opportunity. Mike from the top of the ladder. Don't do this, Mike. Chance, move, do something. No, Mike, crossbody from the top of the ladder through the table all the way to the outside. Onto the concrete below. My God, all on the line. Now Mike goes for the cover. Will that be enough to put him away? 2. No chance of the kick out of 2.5. And now Mike with a snap suplex. Chance is not in a very good position. I mean, look at the welts forming after that. And then, I mean, that was what, a 10-foot fall? And now, chaos kick from Mike Maxwell. And now Mike charging in. No! One for the caveman and countered into a powerbomb. Chance with a well-placed counter. And now throws them over. Knee to the face. And now Chance still tuning up the band for the still super kick. No. Mike catches it. But wait a minute. Chance cuts out. And nails him with a super kick. And he falls to the floor. And now, desperately crawling over after nailing him with a super kick. I think I seen Mike's soul leave his body. 2. We were Chance with a millisecond away from defeating Mike Maxwell. And now a knife edge chop. And now here in our main event, Seattle, a championship opportunity on the line for Mike. Whether this will be a three-way or not, there's tables broken everywhere, ladders, candlestick fragments, and now these two are here in Seattle, Washington in our main event, and a slugfest. Back and forth. We have one mistake will cost one of these men everything. And now a big right hook, and here we go, and now we have ourselves a hockey fight here in Seattle. Wait a minute, guys, somebody just jumped the barricade. Somebody, wait a minute, it's the Universal Champion. Going for the shoulder tackle. Mike pushed him right into Chance. The champion of interfering, he was aiming for Mike, but now Mike takes advantage. But he accidentally just clobbered Chance. I don't think this is the plan Bobby Legend had in mind. Chance is stirring to his feet, the Universal Champion getting involved, and Mike with a drop kick. We had a really clean match going on here, and now Chance is busted wide open. That fucking dastardly Bobby Legend. As I said, and this is a triple threat. That is bad news for him. And he tried to do something about it, but it failed. Chance gets to his feet, going for the double foot stomp. Super kick, blocked. And wait, oh no, kick to the gut, and that twisting neck breaker for Mike. And now with that one distraction and that one move from Bobby, Mike takes advantage of the situation Mushroom stop the chant still. God damn it, not like this. 1, 2, 3. Mike has been going to Hardcore Mania. Even if it was inadvertent, with the help of Bobby Legend, it will be Chance Still versus Bobby Legend versus Mike Maxwell for the Universal Championship. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you like, subscribe, and all that shit. And we will see you in June for Hardcore Mania 4, as things just got super